Hi everybody and welcome to another video with Spartan 086 on model tanks. And first off, big apologies to everybody for two reasons. One, it's been so long since I put up a video, I do apologise about that. And two, anybody who's been waiting along for the Challenger 2 with the Berlin camo, sorry, it's not going to happen. The reason for that is I just cannot get the camo to work, and I do apologise. So this video is going to be about what I did instead. So as you see, we've got a Challenger 2 in NATO green with quite a bit of netting over it. The reason for that is, after realising that I couldn't get the urban camo to work, 9 attempts today guys, I've spent 7 hours trying to get the paint to work and it just wouldn't, point blank. So rather than just scrap it, decided I'd take some NATO green paint, Valor, and mix it with a couple other types of green to give us what we've got there. It is pretty much bang on the dot of what NATO are using now, or specifically, sorry, the British Army are using now on its tanks out in Europe. So after a lot of thoughts and ideas coming into my head, I thought, well, keep the dozer blade and I'll keep the two Gympis, which is obviously British slang for GPMGs, on top of the tank, and then I'll put an entire NATO green customized paint scheme on it, and then I'll decide whether or not to put foliage or tank netting. So obviously, as you've seen, I've gone with the tank netting. So I'll spin this around so you can have a wee look. So obviously, gone through it all, kept the dozer blade on. Thought that was a nice wee touch, specifically since NATO going out to Latvia training area. Big thing now for most of the tank crews is an urban assault by obviously the old enemy, the Russians. The idea would be that any NATO tanks out there would have to either fight the Russians on the pastures of Latvia, Baltic States, Poland, recently Ukraine possibly could have happened, or having to retake cities such as, obviously, for Latvia it'd be Riga, Estonia it would be Tallinn, and for Lithuania it'd be Vilnius. So obviously in that kind of environment they would be coming across types of roadblocks, tank traps, say things like that in their way. So I thought the dozer blade would be a good touch to keep on the vehicle, because it is something that you could possibly find in that environment. So keep spinning around, you'll just see the tank netting's been kept on. This tank netting I got off a website from China. It's actually 1:116 style, but decided at a good price you could just break it down a bit more and stick it on top of the tanks. I think it worked out pretty well. Paint actually worked out a lot better than I thought as well. Still needs a wee bit of touches up. Sorry, I wish I'd actually finished all of this before I put it up, but like I said guys, 7 hours I've been working on this and another one, so to get them up today. So I hope you like. Oh, we'll just do it there. So obviously it's got a lot of work done to it. I bought this Challenger 2 off of eBay. I got it an absolute belt of a price at about £20. It's about, I don't know, about 30 US dollars. That's including shipping. So overall it turned out an absolute belter. It still was missing a few parts which I had to replace. First off, obviously most of the tanks do actually come without the Commander's MG, so I had to replace that, and I had to replace the Commander's sight as well. For some reason the previous occupant of this model had decided to take that off. The one thing that they had kept on, which I thought was pretty neat, was they had recognition plates on either side of the tank's hull. on the turret, sorry. Just above where the smoke discharges were, they had managed to place 2 sets of recognition plates, which I thought was pretty funky. They had also, for some reason, taken away this wee patch here, don't know why, and the vehicle had been completely slobbered in a desert paint scheme, obviously to do with Operation Telic. So replaced all of that, and then obviously, like I says, I went with the idea of Berlin camo. Absolute nightmare, guys, absolute nightmare. So anyway, try to keep this short and sweet for you. I hope you like it. Any questions, obviously put down. The new Tiger is out, early production vehicle, and it's on its way to myself. So hopefully the end of this, which will be June, because I don't think it's going to arrive in the next few days. By sometime in June, we should have a video up so you guys can have a wee look at that. Sorry it's taking a bit long to get it up, but financial reasons is I just cannot pay for a brand new tank straight out as it comes out. I have to wait to payday, and I have to make sure I've got enough money in the bank. Like most of us mere mortals, that's how the world works. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you're liking the vehicles. Please like and subscribe, and until the next time guys, have a good one. Take care, bye bye.